Hey, how's it going, guys? We are back once again on the final whistle, and today we're going to be talking about Chelsea pushing hard to get Jules Koundé over the line in a swap deal, including Kurt Zouma and cash going the other way to Sevilla. Could this transfer happen? Could we see another swap deal happening in London, just like the one that happened for Tottenham, but this one obviously being a better caliber player going each way? We'll wait and find out from Fabrizio Romano, guys. But before we head into things, hit the sub button, hit the like button, and drop some comments down below. And let me know if you guys think this will happen or what you guys think of the video. But guys, we'll jump straight into things. And Chelsea are pushing hard to get Jules Koundé. He was talking about going to Manchester United before United signed Raphael Varane. Then United signed Varane. It was talked about for a little bit that United was going to push on to sign Jules Koundé as a backup, or a backup right back, a backup DM. He can play many positions. And then it went quiet on United and Koundé. Obviously, I'm not surprised we did get Raphael Varane. Koundé wouldn't have made sense for me as a backup. Really wouldn't be worth it. So then all of a sudden today you saw a lot of Chelsea rumors swarming around Jules Koundé. Fabrizio Romano was extremely busy, and it was really the only thing I saw him talk about today was Jules Koundé. And I'm not surprised. I think Chelsea are a great destination for Koundé, and I think Koundé is a great spot for him to go to is Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. I want to read out to you guys the details that Fabrizio Romano came out with this morning. Exclusively this morning, he tweets out, Jules Koundé deal update. Chelsea are in advanced talks with Sevilla, and Kurt Zouma could be included in the negotiation. Possible swap deal to go through in the next hours/days. Now we know it's going to be days because this is I'm recording this a couple hours after the video, after the transfer talk, and it just talked about Zouma plus money for Koundé to Chelsea. Personal terms are agreed. That is no problem. The terms are agreed for Koundé until 2026. And just in the last hour or so, Fabrizio Romano came out saying Chelsea are pushing for Koundé. Kurt Zouma could be included in the negotiation at Sevilla. Appreciate him. Talks ongoing. Emerson Palmieri is not even an option as of now for Sevilla. For me, I see Emerson going to Italy. I don't see him touching in this deal. For me, seeing Koundé, Zouma plus cash being swapped, it's perfect both parties. I don't think either party could go wrong. How do I see him fitting in at Chelsea? I see him being a perfect fit. You could question his height. Koundé is only 5'10", but you could say he's not going to be able to win enough aerial balls. He's not going to be able to get those aerial duels. Fair play, I wouldn't argue with that. In the Spanish league, you don't see those physical strikers like you do in the Premier League. You don't see those crosses in the box all the time. You see balls played on the ground, on the feet. Nice tiki-taka football. In the Premier League, you're going to see a lot of crosses coming into you. You're going to have to do a lot of headers. But the key thing for me here for Chelsea and for Jules Koundé is that Chelsea plays that back five with three strong center backs. This year it'll probably be a Thiago Silva, Jules Koundé, who I think will be a here we go done transfer very soon, and probably either Christensen or Rudiger. And the year after that, you'll probably see all three of them, Rudiger, Christensen, and Jules Koundé. Do I think Koundé is going to be a weakness in the air? Yes, I do think he will be a weakness in the air, being only 5'10", the same height as myself. But he is very good in the air, as his stats show. But I think that is just because of the lack of height and the lack of physicality that the strikers in the league have compared to the Premier League. Do I think it's going to affect him a lot in the Premier League? I think it'll affect him to a limited amount. When you have the likes of Christensen and Thiago Silva, Rudiger around you, you're fine in the air. But it'll only come down till you see the likes of Southampton putting Vestergaard or Bednarek on you, when you see Everton putting Calvert-Lewin or Ben Godfrey on you, when you see Crystal Palace sticking their big men on you, Chris Wood getting stuck on you against Burnley. All those big physical strikers will start to affect Jules Koundé once they start to aim at him, and I'm sure teams will figure this out, and it'll probably be a weakness for Chelsea this year if they do sign Jules Koundé. But if you look at his strengths, very, very good at passing the ball. Great at passing the ball from the back. He's unbelievably fast, as you'd figure as a 5'10" center back. One of France's best center backs coming out. You got him moving on. You got Konate. You got Upamecano. You got Varane. Quality French center backs. But Koundé is one of my favorite transfers of the summer if this does happen. I think Koundé is phenomenal. Like I said, his ball playing ability is fantastic, which you see from the other Chelsea center backs as well, which you need to play in a 5 in the back system for Thomas Tuchel, hitting balls long and finding those open spaces. He's also extremely good at dribbling and bringing the ball out of the back, as you'd assume from a guy who is 5'10" and has that lower sense of gravity. And he's just great on the ball and great defensive wise. Like I said, the La Liga is a very on the floor, tiki-taka kind of style football game. And I think he will be suited to defending very well on the ground in the Premier League. And I think Chelsea need a defender like him who is very quick in the behind, because Rudiger, Thiago Silva, Azpilicueta, and Christensen are not the most fast defenders. Besides Rudiger, they aren't the quickest. And I think Koundé is a perfect slot in that Chelsea defense. So I think that's a 10 out of 10 signing for Chelsea right there, depending on the fee, but I do not think it's going to be ridiculous with Kurt Zouma going the other way, which is possible. It doesn't say it is for sure, but it looks like it's very likely Kurt Zouma will go the other way. I'll talk about Kurt Zouma for a couple minutes here, guys. Going to Sevilla. Kurt Zouma would be on his way to Sevilla, as it sounds right now, if Chelsea managed to get Jules Koundé. So what do I think about Kurt Zouma? I think last year in Thomas Tuchel and in Frank Lampard's system, Kurt Zouma was phenomenal. He was fantastic. He was very important in their run in the Champions League. Kurt Zouma was very quick. He is, for me, the best center back in the air. Him and Sergio Ramos are probably the best. Kurt Zouma scoring 5 goals this year. Kurt Zouma is a physical beast. He will out-physicality you. He will outbeat you with those balls. He will challenge every 50-50. He will stick it out. Injuries might be his downfall, but he is one of those center backs you just don't want to mess with. He's a brick house. He is huge. He's quick. He's the whole package for me, really, and I think he's not rated as much as I think he should be. I think he's very underrated, and I think Sevilla are getting a bargain here for Kurt Zouma and some cash too. So I think this is a great deal for Sevilla too. It's a 10 out of 10 for both clubs, and I think they can't go much better, guys. But guys, we have Kurt Zouma and some money going to Sevilla. Jules Koundé on his way to Chelsea. Do you guys see the Here We Go coming very soon? I'm not sure how I feel about this. I think it's going to happen very soon. Fabrizio has his pulse ready to trigger that Here We Go. But guys, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Do you think Koundé and Kurt Zouma will be switching clubs? Let me know down below what you guys think. Hit that sub button and like the video, and I love all the positivity around the video, guys. Have a great day, and I can't wait to upload some more videos for you guys in the near future. Peace, guys.